Good morning, Roger Gelb here. I'm a personal injury attorney in Washington, D.C., and today I'm going to discuss injuries that occur in nightclubs. We have, obviously that's interchangeable with the word bar, and other types of venues, but generally speaking, I'm discussing nightclub venues where people go gather socially in the evening typically, but it could be during the day. And these claims often, these injury claims typically or often happen when there's excessive physical violence used by the employees or staff of the nightclub, bouncers, for lack of a better word. So oftentimes they are poorly trained or even untrained. They may just be large individuals, and the bar feels like they may be able to best enforce who comes in and who doesn't come in and who needs to be thrown out. So when they do these things without proper training, when they attempt to expel somebody, they often injure them. And of course, if they do that without proper training, then they may be liable for the injuries sustained by the claimant or potential client. So that's a very typical scenario, and it only requires expert testimony on the plaintiff's behalf, which the attorney would obviously procure an expert that would be experienced regarding what type of training a bouncer should receive before being employed, and then whether or not they should be following up on that training during their employment. The other common claim is when there may be a fight within the bar and they have inadequate number of security people or bouncers to handle, maybe if there's 100 people and they have one bouncer, is that enough? That's another very typical problem. And then I've had weapon cases where weapons were used within a bar and somebody was injured because of the weapon. And if it's a bar that, interestingly, that if a bar uses metal detectors to screen customers, then and they miss a knife or they miss a gun and somebody gets shot or stabbed, they're liable for that potentially. So there's all sorts of scenarios that can crop up that can create liability on the part of the bar or nightclub. In any event, as always, please call me, Roger Gelb. I am always available to discuss your claim, 202-331-7227. Thank you.